welcome to All About Energy. Today, I'm joined with an international superstar who's my cousin. He's an actor and a model. He's gone from starting in the business to the top in his field in a matter of 2 years. I'm so proud of him and so excited to have him here with us today. Welcome, Walid.
Thank you. That was so sweet.
Come
I think that's the
on,
sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
I'm
No,
like
I'm
the
kidding.
biggest fan of all my cousins. All right. And you're
I
one
know,
of
I know, I
them.
know. I'm kidding. I know, I know. I know. How are you? Thanks for having me. I'm
Oh
excited.
my, oh my God. I'm so excited to have you here. I know there's been some amazing discussions that we've had over the years,
Yeah.
especially through your start in the acting field and the modeling field. I'm just so proud of you, Walid, honestly,
Oh,
for the
thank you so
accomplishments
much.
that you've gone through. So yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That means a lot. We've always been close, like for a while. So I'm glad that we're doing this show. It's very
Yeah.
different. So I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. And the reason why I wanted you to come on is because, throughout everything, your growth, everything that you've accomplished, the highs and the lows, there's one thing that's remained consistent with you. And it's impressed me quite a lot, actually. And my thing is, bringing people on here who can share their story and share, where they've been, meanwhile connecting back to their spirituality or religion. And with you, what really amazed me about your journey with everything that you were exposed to being at the top of your career is that you managed to really keep it clean. In other words,
Mm.
there was, of course, the party scene. And I would actually talk to you at the end of, a party or something, and you just wouldn't go party hard. I mean, you literally kept your nose clean. And you know what I mean?
Literally.
You literally, and you have
Yeah.
these core family values. And granted, we're the same family. So, of course, it's our family, but you have these amazing family values. And
Yeah.
you kept out of that scene, meanwhile, keeping it super professional in your career.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think it has a lot to do with our upbringing. I think it has 50% to do with our upbringing and 50% of what we learn as we get older and as we experience and as we travel and stuff like that. So I've always been different. I think you know that about me. I've always been different as a youngster, and I always never wanted to associate with I mean, whatever anyone does, that's their business. But I never wanted to be just another person in that party, doing the same things that they're doing. Like I always found myself to be different in that aspect. So I never, I, anytime I would go to a party or something, I would go 15 minutes in and out, meet whoever I need to meet, and be out. It never appealed to me to be, I kept my nose clean, so it never appealed to me get my nose dirty. So yeah, I don't
I know.
know. Yeah, I'm
No, I
glad
know
that
it's amazing. It's
no regrets.
amazing. When I see someone that is in that world that, everyone's doing it, whatever world it is. I mean, it could just be
Mm.
somebody who's 15 right now watching this video and have peer pressure from like their 15-year-old friends or smoking a cigarette, or someone like you that's like in your face. In It's very prominent in the modeling world and in the acting world, where sometimes it can get really intense as far as the party scene goes. And yeah, I mean, you just kept out of it. And I think that's amazing. I think that really speaks a lot to who you are as a person.
Thank you. I appreciate that. People make it seem like that in order to be successful, you need to be at party, especially in fashion and acting, that you need to network. Networking is one thing, but going to parties and, feeling the pressure to do certain things to become successful, I don't think that's right. I didn't
Yeah.
follow it. And I still, gained success without doing it. So definitely, if there's anyone out there who's going through similar things, you can make it, you can become successful without having to, do drugs.
Yeah. Do drugs or act
Yeah,
crazy, right? No, even in
or
the real
act crazy.
estate, yeah, even in the real estate field that I'm in, um, I I don't have to do social events to get the clients that I get. And I've worked with some amazing celebrities. And again, they share the same values that you
I
actually have.
I
Yeah.
I really hope that I'm the next celebrity you get to work with because of your super successful brokerage. Like I want to be that guy next.
Hey,
Like
I'm
I
gonna
need
sell
you
you
to
your next
fly.
home.
Yeah, first. I need you to fly out to Cali and
Yes.
like take care of that for me. So yeah, I'm super excited about that too.
Totally. No, I got your back, cousin.
Yeah, no,
So
no.
no, it's amazing. And that's why I think we've kept close throughout all the years. I don't feel like you've changed even when you became famous, like super famous, and especially in the international world. Um, so that's a good quality to keep as well, because a lot of people do sometimes change when they're exposed
Yeah.
to so much success. So I think that's a beautiful trait that you have.
Yeah, I know everything is so temporary, like in this world. So it's like I don't want to be someone I'm not. So I don't think that by me changing in any way will have any sort of benefit to my life. So I always keep it 100.
Very good. I love it. I love it. My next question I have for you is, I know we've talked about this in the past, and you're going to have to remind me a little bit. But when you started your modeling career, I know we were talking at that time when you were going to start it, but really, what is that defining moment for you when you said, you know what, I'm going for it? And you stood up and said, this is it. I'm going to be a model and I'm going to be an actor. What is that defining moment for you that you decided this is it?
So I dreamt of lights and cameras. You know, growing up, for some reason, I always used to see this imagery in my head of lights and cameras, like flashing lights and cameras. And I didn't know exactly if I wanted to act or be a model, but I knew I wanted to do something along those lines. And I'm talking about when I was 11 years old.
Wow.
So I enjoyed basketball, but I went down, I wanted to do something where I would be in the limelight for some reason. It gives me a lot of happiness.
Mhm.
So, I wanted to model. I didn't really know how to start, how to become a ramp model.
Mhm.
So, as you know, I used to work for the airlines and I was a flight attendant.
Mhm.
So, what I would do is when the plane used to be jam packed, I used to go to the front of the plane while the flight's already in the air, and I used to walk back and forth like I'm a ramp model.
Wow.
And I think I've told you this. I used to walk back and forth thinking that I'm a ramp model and like one day I'm gonna be there. And like fast forward to just a few months after that, or like a year after that, I was literally in the bathroom of the plane because the airline had Wi-Fi, and I
Mhm.
was messaging for my first modeling gig, my first ramp job. So while I'm on the clock, I was messaging them and I got it. So I flew out like a few days after that.
And that's it. That started your fashion
That's it.
modeling career and your
That's
runway
literally it.
career. Yeah.
That's it.
Wow. Wow.
It literally takes one thing.
And that's it. And what about, did you feel like you had to step, was there any courage involved? Was there any believing in yourself, like any self-doubt? What about that?
And I honestly, I think I was the only one that kind of believed in myself at that time because in our sometimes like especially in our family, like no one really steps out of the box and does anything. They always, you know, people and that's fine.
I think
I
it's
never
good.
believed,
Dude, Valid, let me
yeah,
expand on that comment, okay?
yeah,
I was literally thinking about that before we started the interview. I thought, if you can make it in our family, right? With the
yeah,
doubt, they've prepared
yeah.
us for the outside. Have they not?
Oh yeah.
Like, if you
Yes,
can make
yes,
it
they have.
in that cocoon, and I think that's a blessing, because they
Yeah.
expose us to some harshness of like, are you
Yeah,
sure? What are you
absolutely.
gonna do? What are you gonna? And
Yeah.
I think that was amazing, because then it kind of prepared us. And if we can make it through that, right, that period, then we're done. Like, and we make it through.
Then we
Yeah.
can make it through anything.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Literally. They say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. But I say if you make it in our family, you make it anywhere. So yeah.
Laugh attack.
Yeah.
I like
So
that saying. I
yeah,
think I'm gonna use it
yeah,
as my line on my bumper sticker. I want to put it on bumper
yeah.
sticker on my car. If you can make it
You
in my
should.
family, you can make it
You can
anywhere.
make it anywhere. Yeah, literally. Make two. Um, so yeah, there was a lot of courage involved. It was tough. Imagine leaving your comfort zone
Hmm.
and packing your bags and flying out and going overseas
Totally.
to somewhere you've never lived at. It's very difficult. It's very difficult, man. Oh man, the mentality is different. The way they speak is
Mhm.
different. They could be saying one thing and meaning another. Like it's very, very difficult. They're not, that
Well,
place
the
wasn't as
international
upfront.
world, yeah, it's different. It is different
Yeah.
for sure. No, I
So
agree. I think
it was good learning thing. I had a lot
mhm,
of fun.
yeah, yeah. And so now you're in LA preparing over there, and I'm so happy about that.
Thank you so
So,
much.
yeah,
It's all
I
part of the
can't
process.
I can't wait to see you at the Oscars.
Oh, hopefully one day we'll have this as evidence that we talked about it as proof.
It's what time is it? Yep, I got the time and date. April
You got it?
2022.
Yeah, we're at 3:08 on my side. You're at 6:08. So
Exactly. You know, going back to the Oscars, really, um, honestly, you're a testament to seeing is believing. And we've talked about this with visualization. We've talked about these things before
absolutely.
and how important visualization is to get to where you want to get to. And thank you for sharing that story of, when you were working as a flight attendant, how you envisioned where you would be. And that was your process every day and you stuck with it. And I think that's amazing.
Absolutely. I think it envision and actually you're the one who got me into that years ago. Probably like 7, 8 years ago,
Hmm.
9 years ago. I don't even remember.
Hmm.
But I think you always saw something in me that I probably didn't see in myself at that time. And then we would hang out and you used to talk to me about these things, how you have to um envision your goals and your dreams and you have to manifest. Like you kept, emphasizing the word manifest. And I didn't know what it meant. I was like, what is this manifest? Manifest she keeps talking about, and then once I got a little older, a little wiser, I was like, okay, this is manifesting. Like what I've already been doing, I didn't know the definition for that was manifesting. Like where I am now was all manifesting. Like in this moment, like where you are is all manifestation, you know? So my when I went overseas was all manifestation. So it's so important to see what you want in life, to see what you want in life, and how you want to be 5 years later, 10 years later, a year later, however. And it's so important to envision because our mind is so powerful. It will get you there. It honestly will. So that's what I tend to do.
It's beautiful. I think thank you so much for sharing that because it just helps me remember to hear your story about something that I may have shared and then how you've used it and how you said you didn't have the word attached to something you already were innately doing. And that's a beautiful thing to really just keep on it and to envision it. You literally walked. And they say that the movement helps when you're manifesting and you're working with what your goal is that movement. And you did exactly that. You were moving your body right down that plane and you were like, this is what I'm doing. And I think that's so perfect.
Yeah,
And look at it worked for you.
it
Look where you
worked.
ended up.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Amazing.
And I didn't even know. Like I remembered the story like later on. So I was like, oh my God, I used to do that. Look at where I am now. Like time, it'll literally take you there and you won't even, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And so now spirituality. I mean, you kept on your prayers, you're, ultra tight with God. I love it throughout everything. How has that connection with you really helped you throughout the years?
Um, I owe it all to that connection. I think if
Mhm.
I didn't have that connection, I would have gone astray and
Mhm.
ended up somewhere where you know, it just it gives you such a beautiful balance. It
Mm.
gives you such a beautiful balance. And, I think some people take it as a, uh, what's that word, Sabah?
I don't know.
They take it as a job.
Yeah, like
Uh,
it needs to come from the heart. And
it needs to come
so,
from the heart,
mm,
and
mm,
that's what I've tried to keep uh, inside of me. Where if my when I'm connecting, I want to connect with it from the heart, and it's helped me so much. It kept me leveled. It kept me grounded. You know, it kept me away from bad things. It kept me, you know, all of my success is due to that.
yeah.
We can just try as humans, but yeah,
Yeah, no, I think spirituality is really important and connecting with God, connecting with source, however you want to label it. The point is to know that there's something outside greater than you and to really have
absolutely.
that connection, which is why I'm on this channel today, because I want to keep the conversation going on real life, on what's happening in people's lives. How do they get there? Like you said, I'm somebody who's aspiring to be a model or an actor listening to this and they're like, wait, I don't have to party and go crazy. You mean I can just get there by manifestation? And this is how he did it, and that's what it's about. I want to share these stories and the importance of connection to spirituality, connecting and grounding to your center. You know, I've always been admired. I've always admired you and your family, especially on your connections to just being really a tight family and really connected and grounded, so I really
Yeah.
love that. That's a beautiful thing for sure. So now you've got a movie releasing soon this month, right? An
This month,
international movie, right? It's
international
called
movie. This month.
Dumb Mustum. I love it. I
That's
can't
right.
wait to
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
it.
yeah. I know. I know. I want to have like a viewing.
Let's do it. We don't have to fly
Yeah.
international though for it, right?
No, 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 no. Yeah, it's coming out in a month's time.
Perfect. I'm
So at the
excited.
end of this month or the 1st of May. So yeah. I'm excited too. It's my first big theater release. So just I hope it
I'm
goes well.
excited.
I'm excited. Thank
I
you.
can't
Thank you
wait
so
to
much.
watch it. You know
Thanks.
me. I'm like always
I
rooting you
know.
on.
I know you are, man. Oh, such a blessing.
So one thing I want to talk about also is your um modeling. I want to talk about your modeling because you and I have talked about something. I don't know if you recall this on connecting when you connect with the lens and you connect with that energy through your eyes. I want to talk a little bit about that because I do talk about that on my channel about the eyes and what they do. So I want to know your process and how you're able to have such a beautiful intensity on whatever it is that you're doing. You step right into that moment and you convey with such beautiful energy. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Um, I think eyes tell a story. Um, so what I do is, once you realize that your eyes tell a story, and everyone has a different story to tell. If you're in the field of photography or modeling or whatever, what I do is, if the photographer is taking my picture, I look at the lens, and my goal is to, I'm trying to say this and keep it PG. My goal is to stick my soul into that lens and
I just went
literally,
non-G with it.
yeah, no, okay, yeah, bring it back to G.
Okay.
My goal is to literally like stick my soul into that lens and forget about anything
Mm-hmm.
that's around me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I literally only look at the lens. I don't even look at the casing around it. I don't look at the camera. I don't look at anyone standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And for those moments where the pictures are being taken and it's click, 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 you're literally floating and it's like you're free, for me at least. So that's what I do versus anyone, coming up to you and being, like, no, you have to tell a story and you have to tell it with your eyes. So that's what I do. That's what I tend to do. As Tyra Banks best said it, smizing, smiling with your eyes. So
Amazing. Yeah. No,
yeah,
it's I've always, when you do your shoots and I see them, I'm like, "Oh my God, Valid, like this was amazing because," and then you're like, "Yeah, that's totally what I was doing. That's how I'm communicating." But the way you just put it right now, I mean, amazing for anyone who's looking to
thanks.
get into modeling. What a beautiful teaching lesson here for them to
Yeah,
learn. And in the world that I'm in, we actually, I talk about this on my channel where when I was on a recent trip to Egypt, we all spoke with our eyes and it was such a portal to
wow.
the soul. And so when I came back west, it was interesting because all of a sudden it was a different style of communication. Whereas when I was in Egypt, we were all speaking with our eyes. And
Wow.
so again, it's a learning curve. So I'm always fascinated with people who know the art of speaking with their eyes, which is what you do, how you're able to capture with such emotion because you have some amazing shots where I'm like, wow, look at this emotion you
Mm,
have here.
thank you.
And you step right into these roles. Like one of my favorite campaigns that you did was that one. What is it called? The Nomad.
The nomad. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God!
With the
Honestly,
beard and the
yeah, because your face was like very intense. And then but I love them all, so I'm biased,
yeah.
right?
Thanks. Yeah, you are.
I love all your stuff, so I can't even say
Yeah.
just that one. But no, that's amazing. Very cool. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So now from here, you're going to be in LA, and I know you're busy with lots of appointments. So that's great. And
Yeah.
we'll just see, I'll have you back on the channel and we'll catch up. And
Anytime.
yeah,
Anytime.
this was really fun, Walid.
I know. I had such a good time. I'm so proud of you. You're doing a
Thank you.
channel and everything.
What's up with
I'm
our
so
family, man?
proud. Yo, no one's doing what they were taught to do.
Yeah, exactly. All right, perfect.
That's
Well, thank
awesome.
you, Walid. Have an
Thank
awesome
you.
day and take care.
You too. Take
Thanks,
care. Speak to you
guys.
soon.
Bye bye.